Environmental sustainability is a topic that we should all be aware of. However, this topic can get easily overlooked in the hustle and bustle of daily life. Through this introduction to public speaking course, I have had the time to stop and examine the many different things that affect our environment. From this introduction to public speaking course, I have learned about environmental sustainability, examined my values and behaviors, and set sustainability goals. The topics I have covered in my speeches, as well as the topics covered by my peers in their speeches, have been very informative and increased my knowledge on topics that require effort to be environmentally sustainable. In my speeches, I have discussed genetically modified organisms and bees and pollinators. I have learned that GMOs are good for the world food supply when the world food supply is a big issue. Bees are an excellent source of pollination that also help the food supply. I've also learned about sustainable energy, sustainable transportation, clean water, and many other pressing topics I would not have normally considered. Through this course, I have learned about issues more local to Nebraska rather than just issues at a national or global scale. For example, when we think of recycling, we think of how plastics can end up in our ocean and affect aquatic life. However, we usually don't think about the importance of clean water in Nebraska. This course has opened my eyes to these kinds of topics. Additionally, when covering bees and pollinators, I did not realize the importance of bees and pollinators on supporting our local food supply until I had conducted my own research. In addition to teaching me about environmental sustainability, this course has also influenced me to examine my values and behaviors. Prior to this class, I thought that my actions were enough, but I have learned that there is always more that we can do. Since learning more about the importance of pollinators, I hope to make others aware of their significance in our lives rather than condemn bees for being frightening pests. I've also reevaluated how I use energy, how much trash I put into the world, and how I can conserve water, as well as many other behaviors critical to the health of our environment. For issues greater than one single person can handle, we can reach out to local, state, or national representatives. For example, from viewing speeches delivered by my peers, I know that solar panels are a good alternative for sustainable energy. However, it is difficult and not to mention expensive for the average Joe to install solar panels. So instead, we can reach out to representatives to influence them to use this resource at a greater level for a greater outcome. Additionally, I've learned that big corporations are responsible for a lot of damage in the world. This has led me to learn that we need to unite and act as one to make a difference if we want these behaviors to end. Lastly, this class has helped me to set sustainability goals. Anyone can be environmentally cautious, and we should all strive to do so. One solution I suggested on how we can support pollinator species was to grow more plants. This is an easy solution that I hope to implement myself. Although this is only one small step, I know that it can leave lasting impact on bees and pollinators. Other topics presented by my peers have informed me on other steps that I can take. My main sustainability goal is to reduce my use of single-use plastics and always to recycle when I do. Additionally, I hope to motivate others to also follow my lead and help us to create a healthy and sustainable environment. In conclusion, this class has taught me about environmental sustainability, made me examine my values and behaviors, and influenced me to set sustainability goals. As a society, when we become more aware of the issues our environment faces, we realize how our actions and choices can impact the environment. The things I have learned in this class will be highly influential in all future decisions I make for the rest of my life. I hope that many more people will take the time to learn about environmental sustainability as I have in this Introduction to Public Speaking course.